Got
Yep.
Pendles in. Yeah,
Pendles
he's
is
been
in.
good tonight.
He hasn't had much to say.
He normally doesn't
It's been
come
a
in
bit.
after a loss.
Yeah.
He's a bit depressed.
He's had a good season.
I think he's worried, mate.
Rob
He's not used to losing.
Jeez, if we
Shearwood,
lose the Hawks this week,
Ross Brooks, Pistols, Goldie, Pendles up the top right there, ready to go. And yep, here we go.
is Brendan coming in after all?
Yep. Give him a couple of minutes.
Yep.
Finish at about 5-2.
Yep.
Where's he going tonight?
They'll be rocking it out to that, won't they, Rob?
No, mate, can't wait.
Okay.
November, isn't it?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Entertainment centre's all going to happen.
You
And-
going? Is he?
They
Paul
might get
McCartney.
him and Johnny together.
Yeah.
I'll just.
Joe Biden. That's all over.
Alrighty, you're tuned into the Huddle, Lofty 88.9 FM, and we're on the live stream on the Huddle Reform Facebook page, so if you want to do it that way, go ahead, or if you just want to have us in your ears, that's fine as well. I know Ozzy's tuned in from Karratha.
Oh,
So
he'll be
keen
loving
to
this,
listen.
mate.
Absolutely.
Okay, our next guest is...
What's he gone up there to get a prisoner or something?
I know he's just travelling all around Australia. He's
Oh, okay.
retired now.
Ah,
Yeah.
He's retired.
He's just an incredible
Well, I
photographer.
just wondered.
Okay, he might be. He might be.
Extradition order. Outstanding. I'll just go and get it.
There you go. So yeah, as I said, on the Huddle Reform Facebook page, live stream, we're all obviously you're tuned in on Lofty 88.9 at the moment, or the live stream lofty.org.au, or the Community Radio Plus app on search Lofty. Now our next guest, we'll get to know him a little bit more, but he brought up the 200 game milestone last Saturday against Uradla, who he actually played against in the 2012 Premiership win for the Barkaroos, their last one at Balhanna Oval. I remember it, we were there. And he's a fantastic leader of the Roos, and also kicked an incredible goal to beat Onkers this year, which Samuel Callan said is the highlight of his career so far. So on that note...
What, Sam's career watching you kick it?
Yeah, that's right. Here he is, Ross Brooks, in the house, and time to get to know him. Ross, thanks for joining us.
No, thanks for having me, guys.
Congratulations on the milestone. I had a little bit of a chat to line you up, obviously, for tonight, and you're talking about reflecting on... you're talking about the AFL and how players talk about reflecting on their careers when they reach a milestone. Take us through Jaden J. Hill style. The week leading up to the milestone, and what sort of memories came back for you during that lead-up period?
Yeah, so like you say, I was sort of, when you come into a milestone like that, you sort of have a chance to look back over your career, and I know it's country footy, but still something to be super proud of. And over the years, I've sort of been a mainstay at full-back, and there's not too many highlights of kicking goals and individual highlights, but happy to be involved with the Premiership. Obviously lost a grand final as well. Captain for a few years as well, and just playing footy at one club for my whole career, all the way up from juniors. So it was awesome to sort of look back and reflect on some good memories. So
what are some good memories for you?
Well, obviously the Premiership was the
Steve
big
Samuels?
one. Yeah,
Coach?
Hooter Samuels came across, and his first year he made an impact instantly. It was the suit pants, the suit shoes, and you dress prim and proper for a Saturday. But that was all part of him, and we made 2 grand finals in a row. Unfortunately, straight sets in his third year, which was a bit disappointing, but. Obviously, the Premiership, obviously being captain as well as an individual highlight. Like I said, I'm not a superstar footballer, but if I could bring something to the team and leadership be it, then I was happy to sort of do what I had to do to be a part of the team and help the boys. We sort of had a bit of an up and down period, and I was lucky to co-captain with some really, really gun footballers and even better fellas as well. So, they're sort of the things that sort of stick in my mind straight away. So
tell us, where did the journey begin, Roscoe?
Well, 30 seconds ago I said I was a one club player, but I actually grew up over in Woodside. So played my juniors at Onka Valley.
So can we trust him? He's already...
Yeah, it's just as soon as I said it, I thought,
It's like you've done a Simon Noonan.
yeah, well,
right.
it's exactly
That's
what Noons did. Yeah, so under 10s at Onkers, moved over to Mount Barker when I was about 10 years old, and literally played under 12s all the way through. So Greenie was coach right at the start, and then all the way through the juniors into the senior footy. So yeah, pretty much luckily that I can say that
That would have been a pretty successful era because David Greenside who used to win the junior Colts just about every year.
Yeah.
Similar what Harndorf have done in recent years.
Yeah, so Greenie, I think he coached us. I played in 2 of his 3 grand finals, so it was 3 back to back to back. I reckon it may have been his last year as coach as well. I reckon that's when Johnny was sort of downtown in the under 17, so he sort of followed Johnny down there. But there was a running joke that a tin can could coach our team that year, and there's a photo in Greenie's office of that a tin can sitting on a fence. So
I thought you might have got
Good
Lackers.
team. Good team.
yeah, well,
It's a tin
Lackers.
can.
I'll tell you, Lackers, he coached as well.
Well, yeah. So Lackers, I got obviously coaching us this year, but go back quite a few years with Lackers. So he coached me in a few B grade games in 2010, and then as I was saying earlier, the in 2004 and 5 as an A grade footballer, Lackers was out early on the Saturday mornings during our final series, and he was our water runner. So something a club man who's gone full 360 as a premiership player was doing the little things that I try and get our boys to do when we can is run water and umpire the under 10s and whatever it might be.
They remember it, don't they?
100%.
You clearly have.
Yeah, exactly right. So, Lackers and Carey Gratz running on a Saturday morning water for us. They're pretty up and about, those 2 boys. So, very go back a long way. So
Carey would have beaten Lackers, wouldn't he?
Well,
Running the distance.
yeah, Lackers sort of just stuck
He
down
did the
one end
wing.
and Gratzy did the other half. So, definitely.
I'll just quickly, you're talking about umpiring under 10s. I understand you said that's quite challenging. Is that right?
Yeah. So one of the things that Lackers is sort of brought to the table with our senior group this year, which is fantastic, is we've got to umpire a junior game of footy. So under 8s, 9s and 10s, I think, maybe 11s as well. But we've got to rock up on a Friday night, and it's everyone has to do one game, and it is one of the most challenging things. Like,
How'd you go?
the kids get into you. They get into
Really?
you.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Did you pay
Bit of abuse?
I copped it. Yeah.
free kicks for dissent?
Well, you try not to be biased, but then some kid gets pushed in the back, and go split up fights, and they get into it.
And you got to pick 2 kids to do the ruck work?
That was the best thing because
Pick all the little ones.
yeah. You sort of go, right, you haven't had a kid yet. Come on, let's have a throw up. But no, that was challenging. But I think it was important. Like, it's good to sort of see. Like, I didn't say anything to the umpires the next day. I tell you.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, absolutely.
Has it whet the appetite when you do finish? Because I think you're actually pushing up, probably if you've reached or maybe you pass it, but 300 senior games overall. I know you're 200 A grade. Is it something you've tested the water, perhaps become an umpire after you finish playing?
No, not
Too stressful?
umpiring. I
What about following the footprints of Good Crompton behind the goals?
That wouldn't be all right. Maybe when I can't run anymore, hide behind there. But no, I haven't really thought about post footy.
What about the other aspect? Coaching, yes. Something that you enjoy? Or would like to try?
Yeah, I don't know. I'll definitely dabble in it. Like when I finish, like whether it be
I reckon it
assistant
sounds like
coaching.
under 8s, under 9s would be good for you.
Well, I'll tell you what,
Hey, Mr. Brooks. Hey, Mr. Brooks, can I play an half forward this week?
I don't know if they're that kind to me. I reckon.
They'll be doing the old Peter Landy. Go away, kid.
I did coach the under 11s 6 or 7 years ago, actually, and I sort of figured that age group was on the borderline of them wanting to be there.
Yeah.
And I sort of knew in my head that if I coach again, it's going to be at least under 14s because they'll want to be
Something where
there.
it gets a little bit serious.
Yeah.
It's not babysitting.
Correct, exactly right. You sort of, the mum and dad drop them
Sorting
off.
out who's making mud pies up the front.
Yeah, exactly right. So I sort of figured that after then I'll be able to coach them. So.
Or what do you enjoy about the Hills Football League from your end, playing in it and being involved?
Yeah.
And then also the ruse. been with the Roos. So yeah.
I think the best thing about Hills footy is the relationships you have. Like, every club has got really good ties, and no matter who you're playing, you know someone, and you can have a beer with them after the game. I've got a lot of mates that have played in different leagues, and they sort of jump on the bus and shoot off after the game. Whereas the Hills footy, we try and especially the last couple of years, we've made an effort to try and go to the club rooms, opposition club rooms, and have a beer. That's what I love about Hills footy, is that it is tight, a tight knit community. The same as like Mount Barker. I've played here obviously all my senior football and majority of my junior football, and the club, I've always felt welcomed. They've always, as soon as we got in the club, my family was welcomed as well. So, and it's something that when people come, I try and do the same. And I knew what it was like for us growing up and then entering into the senior footy. So, try and do the same and try and keep that culture strong. So,
Rob,
200 games. How many trainings have you missed?
Not many.
Not many.
No, I'm a good trainer. I as much as Tuesdays suck, Thursdays is the highlight of my week. Apart from the half an hour on a Saturday after the game, Thursday night.
Is that schnitzel night?
Schnitzel night. We've been spoilt because the cricket's been on the last few weeks,
Yes.
so being able to sit up there and watch the first session of cricket, have a couple of. So Thursday night don't miss too many Thursdays
sorry,
at all.
someone's clearly not watching us. Hang on. Ringing my phone.
But injury-wise, Ross, how you fared with that?
In second to last game, I
It's all right, we're back. Sorry about that.
Back
I've got
on.
a few questions here, so keep going.
Yep.
2016 tore my ACL, second to last game.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I up at Blackwood actually. So that next year I wrote it off completely.
Yeah,
I always wanted to do a bit of travelling, and I thought what a great sort of. I think I was 24, so I was like, beautiful, perfect time in my career just to have a break, have a breather, no commitments.
Yeah.
So I went overseas for a couple of months in 2017, knowing full well I was going to be back the next season. But it was good just to have a year off and get away from it. So
Now, Benny,
MC Glover.
Ah.
First of all, what are your thoughts on Tim Glover's work as the MC on game day?
geez, he's good, isn't he? He is good. Yeah. Very, very impressed by him.
he needs something more than Wolf Mother, doesn't he? He needs something else.
Oh, the boys love Wolf Mother, like running out.
What about King of the Mountain?
King of the Mountain.
Something like that. Metallica got thrown around the other day as well. Yeah,
We have been trying to help him out with the players.
Well, he's got a comment. He says, "Ross the Boss Brooks, great man, but where is my weather station?" Not sure what he means.
Well,
You
he
got that?
bought a weather station from me. It's on my desk, Timmy. Come through and grab it, mate.
It's in the mail, Tim.
Sam Parrish, ask him how many 4-putts he had at Aston Hills the other day. How do you go on the golf course?
That's a thrown under the bus there, Paz. We've got a little golf group at the footy club at the moment. So there's about a dozen of us, and most Saturdays it's sort of flick a message in the group who wants to hit tomorrow, and so Sundays good recovery actually, getting
Golf
walking,
day.
and so we got a good group together. A couple of really good golfers, couple of
Sammy
lads that
Collins.
he hits them well. Yep, he's good to play with. I'm an average golfer. I'm a Sunday hacker.
You see a lot of the course.
I see a lot of the course. I get my
good.
money
That's
worth
good.
per hit.
That's good.
Absolutely. So,
So
yeah.
Let's see you paying good money and you're getting all these and you take minimal shots. I can't see the value in that.
Anything else, Rob, before Pistols gets into
You mentioned injury, no, it's gone.
You're right.
I'll come back. Our best player you've seen at Mount Barker, mate.
I've played with some good players at Mount Barker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously Samuel Callens is an absolute freak. And he just backs it up with his. He's a great fella as well. But I was lucky enough to play with Noons and 350 plus A grade games of footy, 6 best and fairest male medals, 4 premierships. I was lucky to play with him and being able to form a really good friendship with him as well over the years as well. So.
And who was captain when you started?
Do you remember your first ever A-grade game?
I do. Yeah.
There you go,
Yep.
we like that. Who
Yep.
was that against?
It was Ironbank at Ironbank.
Yep.
I actually debuted with Fatty Remden.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And the captains was co-captain Clint Rogers and Simon Noonan that day.
What?
Yeah. And
What year was that?
2008.
Right.
Yeah. Clint Rogers gave me my first kick, handball out to me, and Scotty Burt marked it. So
Good player. Good player.
yeah, very
Some good
very
names
good,
there.
very good player
How
for a
much you win by?
basketballer. We won. I can't remember how much by.
There you go.
Yeah.
Like that. Now,
All right, Ross.
Pistols
As always with our studio guests, we just like to learn a little bit more about them. Okay, and because we've got to acknowledge the fine work down by Shane Collins back in the HFL Unplugged. So we've sort of resurrected time on segment, Ross. So under the gorilla here. Right, Ross.
firing line with pistols. There you
Right.
go.
Yeah, that's good. That's very good. How long? Yeah.
Ah,
He's got a
original.
segment.
Now,
You're going to learn, Pistols, you're going to learn more about yourself now, Ross.
right, and the viewers will too, and the listeners. Now, Ross, did the sound of rain when you were a kid point you towards a career in irrigation and pumps?
I fell on my ass in that industry, so I can't say so.
Ross, do you feel happier when you wake up on match day and it's raining? Familiar with the wet?
Yeah, I do. As a defender, you got to love the wet, so yes, I do.
Now, Ross, you don't have to answer this, but I'm sure there's a lot of people who would like to know. Can you explain, especially a man who's up in
Aussie,
up in Dampier or wherever he is, can you explain how the name Drill Bit came about?
Oh, how long you got, boys?
Well, just a quick abbreviated, the basic
Drill bit. Yeah.
Drill Bit.
nickname drill bit.
Drill bit. An accident at work with a drill bit into the
Lower region?
Yeah, nether region.
The loins,
Yeah,
oh,
in
really?
between, right between them.
True.
Oh,
Yeah, so
There you go.
it's a good story when I've had a few beers.
So you've been bagged ever since? Now, most untidy teammate to change next to, gear spread everywhere. Who's...
The Baxter brothers. Yeah, the Ethan and Moose Baxter. I parked myself. I thought I had a good spot in the new change rooms down at the summit there, and
Oh no.
this
no,
year
there's not a lot of
Baxter.
room.
Closing in.
I feel as though that I'm just getting pushed to the side. So
the old boys
especially
out.
Ethan
there's his
Baxter.
old fella.
Yeah, so
yeah, well, that was the previous question. Now, teammate, who is hard to get away from the mirror besides yourself? Or
Can-
there's a few good-looking boys there.
Yeah.
Rose, we noticed.
can I go back with a past player?
Yeah, well, absolutely.
Malachi Lyons.
Oh,
Your
your
boy,
boy.
Malaki.
yeah,
Malaki.
yeah, absolutely.
Really? Anyone else?
Yeah,
The current boys?
Oh, current boys.
Well,
No.
Billy Stiggs.
Actually, I'll throw the old fella Tim DeMasi under the bus. He's always got
righto.
always got a fresh cut. Yeah, very very sharp. Yeah.
Now, keeping on a theme here, Ross, is Aquaman your favourite superhero or someone else?
I haven't actually watched Aquaman. I'm not into the comic books.
It's a water thing.
That's got to do with
Water.
water.
Yeah,
Water thing, yeah.
yeah. No,
Don't have a
Superheroes, you're not
superhero?
into it?
not really at all, to be honest. Not
Okay.
not really into
More a
it.
Barbie man, eh?
Ken.
Well, it was funny. I was driving past Ockendorek House on the way here, and I thought I might take the missus out to go watch Barbie. And I thought, how stupid would that be? Because I've never asked her to go to the movies before. So
Eh?
That's right, back that in. That's a nice
Yeah,
move.
that's
Yeah.
nice.
That's very nice.
Bit of a Ken
Bit
style.
romantic.
Yeah, that's right. Now, favourite or most admired sports person or sporting event?
apart from the result, I was at the 2017 AFL Grand Final. Obviously,
Yeah, same.
a pro supporter.
Yeah.
Before that, I went to an NFL between the 49ers and the Cardinals
Oh,
over
wow.
at Levi Stadium,
Yep.
which was unbelievable event.
Atmosphere?
Absolutely
Almost
unbelievable.
like the summit with MC Glover.
Pretty much, yeah. Levi Stadium there. But the grand final, obviously the result, but to have 100,000 people going nuts, right, just before the bounce, the whole stadium was shaking. It was unbelievable.
I've got a quick one. Who would you like to meet? Like 3 people you'd like to have over for dinner or meet? Anyone?
Yeah. Bruce McAvaney, because he could tell a good story. I reckon Shane Warne as well.
Yep.
I reckon Warney would have been in the life.
Yeah.
Third person. Yeah, I reckon Steve Smith. I do like my cricket. Steve. I feel like there's a lot to know about Steve. I reckon there's a bit going on that what's the saying? He's like an onion. I reckon the more you sort of peel back, the more
That's
there's
good.
there.
That's good.
Yeah, good one, Ross.
Haven't had that for a while.
Tony Abbott style.
Yeah.
Now, Ross, what's the greatest number of goals you have kicked in an individual game?
One.
I kicked 2 last year, I think. No, the year before, yeah.
That's in depth. That's a good
Yeah.
question.
That's good.
Yeah, I've only kicked
I think
20.
the best here in the Huddle.
I think I've only kicked 21 or 22, so
In the career.
So 2.
something like that. I'm
2
full
in a
back.
game. Right.
Yeah.
Now, Ross, what's the greatest number of goals you have had kicked on you in an individual game?
I've had 6 twice.
There you
I
go,
can tell you,
remember
yeah.
it.
Because you
Pretty
get,
good. That's not bad.
That's
yeah,
all right.
you get all the
Yeah.
tough guys to stand.
Yeah, I can tell you. That too.
Now, this is interesting. Do you still sneak into the allocated captain's car park to save looking for a space?
Oh, I park as close as I possibly can. Whoever's park it is, it's mine when it's free. That's for sure.
Now, which has the better playing environment? So you're going to take in the
I know
whole
where-
situation.
yeah.
I know where you're
Summit
going
Park or Howard Lane?
I know.
The spiritual home. I've got a soft spot for Howard Lane. That
The balcony.
as good as what the Summit is to play on, and this time of the year,
Actual
like to
surface.
train on it and that. But I love the spiritual home. There's something about it. We have our player functions still at Hanson Oval as well. You know, we're not allowed to
Yep.
have too many others.
No,
you know.
no.
So yeah.
Now, interest or what's your interest or pastimes away from football and pumps?
Yeah. So obviously, pumps and sprinklers take up a lot of my time, but obviously we spoke about golf before. So anytime we can get out there, I'm a fair weather golfer. So if it looks like it's going to drizzle or
No,
rain,
don't
I,
go. No
yeah,
way.
not interested. So as long as the sun's out, I'll be out there.
Now, and finally, Ross, you've done pretty well. Huddle boys, after this, we're coming around your place for dinner. What are you
Yeah.
going to cook us? What's your go-to recipe?
It's a lamb roast from the old man's farm on the Kettle Weber. So that's
Beautiful.
that's my
that's
go-to.
All right, we got just a couple more minutes, so we just
All
wait
right,
through
quickly,
this.
we'll go through this week's
One
game.
word answers.
One word answers, and this week's who you think's going to win. Country Division, Torrens Valley hosting Meadows.
I reckon Meadows will.
Their old mate Tomo.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
Meadows.
Yep, I think Meadows.
Meadows for me.
Kersbrook hosting Gummaraka.
Gum are too strong, aren't they?
Go.
Yep.
Gum.
Interesting game. Macclesfield hosting Bird.
Mackie.
Yeah, they're going all right.
They are.
Bird was
Think
on
Mackie?
last week, didn't it?
Yes, that's right.
All right, and
Mackie for me.
Division 1 contest. Uraida Districts hosting Mount Lofty over at the Cabbage Patch.
You're Adler. Yep.
Your boys let me down last 3 weeks.
They let a lot of people down,
4, 3,
including
and 2.
themselves.
Can't
kick goals.
You're Adler.
You're Adler for me.
Yeah, I think Uraida. I think Lofty have to kick a few goals and they're going to find it hard this week. Nan Bremer hosting Onka Valley, another home game and another top 3 clash.
2v3,
I had
yeah.
one last week and now Onkas are up to 3rd. So.
Yeah. Nah, Nan will be too strong at home.
Yeah, man.
I think Nan. Last year's premiers, Loberthal hosting Blackwood out at the Valley of Praise. Two sides are probably just, Blackwood got a mathematical chance of getting in if someone loses sort of go, but
Yeah. Sorry, was that Huddle?
Loby, Blackwood.
Loby Blackwood. I'll go Loby.
I got
Yep.
Blackwood.
I'll go
That's
Loby.
my week's upset.
I think Loby at home. Just give them one more chance. Iron Raiders versus Hahndorf, top v bottom.
Harndorf.
Arndorf.
Hahndorf.
Yes. And finally, we won't ask you who's going to win, Ross, but we're looking very much forward to this.
Yeah.
The Jones, Murphy, Waddington,
Winning Cup. Yep.
Yep.
Purple Day, Chunga, Mount Parker. So you'd be looking for a good win.
Yeah, head
Good
over to
invitation.
Chunga. Yep, absolutely.
Yeah,
I
no
think
Barker.
No Barker.
You're abandoned me this week.
Terrific.
All right, well,
Brendan's coming up.
Yeah,
at,
where are we
just,
going tonight?
Just after 7, so I'll just get him to. Thanks for joining us, Rob.
Yeah,
Thanks
thanks
very
for having
much. We can have a bit of a look at Len Bedell.
the great man.
Great man.
Gun Barrel Highway.
Gun
Yep.
Barrel Highway and a number of other things. Very much involved with the development of Woomera and the atomic testing out at Maralinga and Emu, etc. So I've got a copy of the Shepparton Talk, which is one of the most humorous very, very funny talks that I've ever heard from a bloke from the bush. And he's over in Shepparton giving this talk a few years ago now, but it's a great listen. So look forward to it.
All right, that's
Sharing
coming
it.
up. That's
Cool
coming up
indeed.
just after 7. Looking back with Brendan.
All right, and called a wild game this
Yeah.
week. So, Roscoe, you better tell a few of the boys
Yeah.
on the track tomorrow night to get the hair all done because I've got
Yeah.
a camera on Saturday. We'll
Fresh
be
cuts, yeah.
At Chunga. It's a special game.
And you better get them to kick the ball down your way a bit
Yeah.
for you too, so it goes down
Another
there.
goal.
You don't
Yeah, I
get
might
too
kick
Actually,
another
the
one
other against
football
Huddle
day.
the other week, when I only got 9 points,
Yeah.
you're screaming out the coach, move me forward because you're a proven goal kicker. Like
Yeah.
Coach Onkers, but
Yeah, well, I tried to. I tried it on the weekend
forwards
too.
and back swap at half time.
Yeah, yeah.
He
You
didn't
know,
even
throw
let
the
you-
magnets up on the
he
board.
didn't even let you kick a goal in your milestone game.
Tried, mate. I tried.
No. All right, Ross Brooks, thanks for joining us, mate.
Thanks,
200
Ross.
games, you're an absolute
Thanks,
champion,
boys.
mate.
Good luck.
And,
Appreciate
credit
it.
to your club and yourself.
Yep.
So that wraps us up, Goldie, and
Yep.
Rob, thanks for joining us, Huddlers, and we'll catch you next week here, 5 to 7 on a Wednesday. Keep chasing your goals.
See ya.
Bye.
Where am I Parker playing this week?
Chunga. Yeah.
Be a smash.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice work, mate.
Hopefully.
Right. Thanks for joining us. I think that's it. That's it.